Hey, what's up, MMA Kingdom? King JB, you know who it is. Basically, I'm here. There's a couple things I got to talk about. I want to talk about MMA journalism as a whole, and actually, there's somebody in particular I got on my mind that I feel really needs to be discussed. Sometimes, we all have our different opinions, and I understand that. But at the same time, some of these so-called journalists like to follow the leader in terms of who is liked based on the current trends. What I'm saying is Kimbo Slice, for instance. We got a jerk off over there at MMAfighting.com by the name of Michael David Smith. First of all, he always writes bullshit. He sucks. He's full of shit, and you can tell he's a follower. There's something really wrong with this dude, and I'm gonna get to that very shortly. I can't wait till the day comes I actually come face to face with this jerk off so I can tell him, hey, you know what I'm saying, you little bitch. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait for that moment. But anyway, listen, in this game of MMA journalism, I don't think it's necessarily important to be completely professional. But at the same time, man, you cannot follow these trends on who you like and don't like. You can't say because Kimbo Slice isn't trending right now, you need to bash it. And this continued can talk. Like, first of all, no professional fighters are cans. Period. Whether you're boxing or fighting in MMA or K1. If you made it to that level, you made it to that motherfucking level. That means you're not a can. Period. Michael David Smith recently wrote an article immediately after Kimbo Slice won his pro boxing debut last night, and said, he felt that he needed to make it known to all of us that Kimbo Slice's opponent, James Wade, was 0-1 and had been previously knocked out. He said that to belittle and degrade Kimbo Slice's actual victory. Let me downplay it and make it sound like it ain't shit. First of all, Michael David Smith, you punk bitch. Let's see you get your bitch ass in a boxing ring or an MMA cage or anything like that with James Wade even, and let's see how that turns out for you. You know what I'm saying? That's why I do what I do. I actually probably could get in there with James Wade, but you, on the other hand, come on, man. You ain't ready for none of that. You ain't ready to fight another journalist, such as myself. So you know what I'm saying? My bottom line of it is that Kimbo Slice was 0-0. Who the fuck did you expect him to get him? Did you expect him to be fighting James Toney or one of the motherfucking Klitschko's to start off? He's 0-0. So him fighting a 0-1 guy, as someone with the mind of a matchmaker, I can tell you now that was perfectly acceptable. And that was a difficult bout for Kimbo's first fight. He was fighting somebody that's already had experience. He wasn't fighting another person that was 0-0. So, I mean, just because Kimbo Slice isn't the cool thing anymore, doesn't mean, or isn't in, or isn't trendy, doesn't mean you need to bash him. You know what I'm saying? Kimbo Slice he works hard, man. And Kimbo Slice is definitely a bigger draw than you will ever be, Michael David Smith. You and MMAfighting.com has become real fucking pathetic and petty as of late. You and Ariel Helwani. But all of you motherfuckers, at least Ariel Helwani attempts to keep it professional and keeps but every single fucking piece that you write about, you bash somebody. You just bashed Junie Browning when he missed weight. Why do you feel that? And then as soon as he lost, you said not only was he a bad boy, but now he's a bad fighter. Yeah, you really want to challenge Junie Browning like that? Why don't your bitch ass go tell Junie Browning he's a bad fighter? Seriously. I want you to keep it real, man. And so that's the problem with some of you journalists. It's just sometimes you write and you talk about something, that you can't necessarily back up and you're being too trendy. Everybody hates Junie Browning, so you have to say shit like that. You know why? Because you're hoping to get what's called a cheap, what's that shit that Mick Foley used to say in WWE? I don't remember, but it's like a cheap pop. That's what you're trying to get from the crowd or the readers. Oh my God, I don't like Junie Browning either. He said Junie Browning's a bad fighter. I'm going to start reading all his articles. That's whole shit. You know what I'm saying? I get in here in the trenches. You'd be surprised how much hate mail I get just because I keep it real. You don't keep it real. You're a trend following little female, and that's the truth. So Michael David Smith, I'm hip to your game. I'm starting to pay attention to your articles, and I'm starting to realize how much of a punk bitch you really are. So you know what I'm saying? You gonna see me in one of these events, homie. And when you do, I'm gonna put you in your place. Much like Bloodstained Lane said about Ariel Helwani, you know, I'm saying the same thing about you. And a lot of you punk ass journalists out here, y'all just be you know, if you're gonna say something bad, at least say something bad. Like I said something bad about Matt Hamill. Everybody was like, "Whoa, what'd he say?" Yeah, I said something bad about Matt Hamill, and that was because I felt that it was my place to say. I said it, and it was a untrendy move. Everything you say bad about a fighter is about trends. So Michael David Smith, you ain't shit. Bottom line of it is, big ups to Kimbo Slice tonight. Big ups to all my sponsors. NB Sportswear. You know how we do it. We out this bitch. Michael David Smith, MMAfighting.com. It's all about the MMAkingdom.com, for real. Yeah, buddy.